So today we are going to be doing a build challenge in Bloxburg. Now I've never done a build challenge on this channel before, so I thought now is a great time to do it. So the challenge that I want to do for this build challenge is I saw this from Alaska Violet, so definitely go check out Alaska Violet. She's on a challenge where she built a house and every single room was a different challenge. Now that's going to be interesting to see. So what we have to do is we have to actually get a house. So I think what we're going to do, I did not mean to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a pre-built house. Okay, so now we have our house and oh, I've never seen a house like this before just yet. But garage? Okay, enough for a house tour because we don't want to do that yet, but we have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful house. And I think it's time to just remove all the interior. Like, this house has no more interior left in it, as you can see clearly. So now what we have right here is our spinning wheel where we have our challenges. So like no lights, cheap items only. I really hope I don't get neon everywhere because that's just gonna be bright. So let's spin. What is our first thing that we're going to do? And I say our entryway / kitchen. We can determine that later. No lights? Okay, so that means we have to do no lights on our entryway. Okay, I would say no lights in the entryway. Actually, we'll do pretty well. No, I didn't remove any of the floors. Because that's gonna be to discretion of what I want to do. I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do some serious TLC to this house. I like it, but it needs some serious TLC. So let's actually do something different with the floors here, because again, I think that goes out to there, which they couldn't do. So we're gonna have to do some planks. This is gonna be some serious TLC right here. So plank. Oh no. Planks, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some linen floors, because linen floors never go wrong, right? Can never go wrong with linen. Oh wait, hold on, because that goes that stair right there, so we can do the stairs as linen. I think that would do good. Yeah. And we could just focus on the porch later. But again, this is just, I think we're just going to do this as just the entryway. So the entryway does not need to have lights. So I'm going to say that the entryway is going to be like this. Now, this is a very, very open entryway. But I'll say the entryway is a different room. Is that cheating? Is it? Do you think it's cheating? I don't know. I don't think it's cheating, but this door, I do not like the material on the door. So we have to change the door material. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do that as like smooth plastic. I really like the door color. What we're going to do is, I think what we can do is kind of give it like a different color, like maybe like that. And what we're going to need is a different house material here as well. I think I want to do a suburban kind of house, like a blue suburban. Maybe not a blue suburban. I think of suburban right now and all I see is blue, so we're just gonna do some blue. So then that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. And then smooth plastic. What we're gonna use is, I want to use like a nice little color, like maybe like this. But you know, this doesn't look bad until we put the roof on, and it's terrible. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Now we're gonna have to do some wall trim, because wall trim makes the place look unbelievably better. I think we could use like this little tall wall trim, unless we want to do the small. I think the smaller wall trim looks nice, because then we can put it like right there and it looks nice like that. And then we'll just have to use this wall color around here. I think we could add a wall here as well to kind of just deviate each room. So if we do neon everywhere, neon's not gonna float into another room, which I'm not ready for. But I think what we can do is something like this, but using like a different material. I really like this material, but I don't like it on the wall. I mean, we could use this, but I also don't like that on the wall. I think we might do this material with kind of a different color. I don't know. Okay, so I think that fits really nicely, these two materials right here. And one thing I love to do in entryways is I love to do hat stand. I think what we could do is we could do the tripod hat stand, because again, it just looks so modern and nice. So we don't have to do anything but just not put any light sources in the specific entryway, which is right here. Right here, we can't use any specific lights, but we can use lights around anywhere else. Because again, I could do this and have like you enter in and like oh, it's just a wall, but then we could put like a kind of like a doorway somewhere, like an opening. I can determine that later, based on the needs. Oh, but I really like, wait a minute, because those materials really go well together. Okay, let's not get sidetracked. We're still on here in the entryway. Entryways, I also see, we do like a welcome mat. So I gotta add that welcome mat here. Let's do the flower welcome mat. That looks really nice. Okay, so that looks really nice right there. What we could also use in this area as well is some carpets. Could use like this nice little long carpet right here to kind of bring in the entryway a little bit. Now obviously this room can't use any lights, so we don't need any light switches. So the light sources are gone. Now I think if we do the porch separately, it won't be too bad if we do like the porch as like a separate room on itself. And we just add lights to the porch. I don't think, because again, Bloxburg has this thing where lights seek through walls, so we could put like a light here and it lights up over here and also lights up over here. So I guess no lights are going to be very beneficial, and doing it in the smallest room in the house too. That's amazing. What I like to do, or what I found out that I could do in this kind of thing, we could use this and we could kind of have like basic shapes, put keys and stuff on them, and it kind of just looks really nice. I can show you exactly what I mean. Like right there, you have your keys now hooked onto this little hook right here. And I think that looks magnificent right there. Because again, it's just keys. It's just nice little keys and you can have them on there. And another thing I like to do, again, is put like this. And this can kind of be like, pretend, like you have to pretend like this is your jacket. And like, kind of maybe like wear like a nice little grayish jacket. Let's add like a little material to it. Like maybe this is like your jacket or flannel or kind of thing, and you're hanging it up on your rack over here. I don't know. We gotta make it look nice and pretty than it already is. I think this looks nice if we kind of do it this way. This looks really nice so far. Obviously, what we're going to need is we're going to need something that covers up on this wall right over here. I don't really think we need much to cover up on that wall. Again, wall trim goes a long way. We can do flat crown molding right here. And I think this looks pretty nice. Now, obviously, this isn't over here as like a entryway, but we can kind of use this space as an entryway as well. So that way the walls can kind of seek in like that. Now, decorations, frames. We're gonna need some frames in here. Now, there's not much we can do in this area over here, but just some TLC. And I think that does it for the entryway for at least, wait, hold on. Should color these plants over here. Okay, there we go. We color some of the plants over here. I think this looks nice for some TLC of this room. Now, let's go ahead and head into the kitchen. Okay, so now we have removed the no lights. So when we spin this again, we'll have another thing as no lights.
The kitchen has to be the same color.
Again, it doesn't have to be same material. It just has to be same color. So we could do this again with the ice. Oh, wait, the ice is over there. We're gonna have to do, what I like to do for backsplashes is subway tiles. Wait a minute. Wait, no, because then all of them have to be the same color. All of them. All of them. Wait, does the wall trim have to be the same color too? You know what? We're adding the wall there. We're adding the wall there. We'll do that. Okay, so at least you're not walking in and it's an immediate wall. You're just walking in and you have this nice little area over here. Okay. Okay, so that kind of fixed the wall trim problem. Okay, so we're going to have to do the same thing over here. Put a wall there to kind of separate those. Because again, this has to be all the same color. But at least we can use lights, right? We can use lights. So, counters? You know what I just realized? Kitchen's gonna have to be all beige. I'm so sorry to whoever who's watching this video and just like, why is this room just all beige? It looks so... Wait a minute, this also has to be beige, I think. It's like someone's throwing up in this room. Wait, that also means the lights have to... I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die from this room. I'm gonna die. I don't know where the cabinets start and where they end. Like, this is so terrible. Why did I ever do this to myself? Why did I say that we would do a build challenge? And the build challenge is going to be each room is a different challenge. And why did I put same color everywhere? Well, hey, at least you have a secret fridge. Maybe a secret microwave as well. Ooh. Wait, I don't know why I put that there. Wait, I can put some appliances in there. That's why. Again, we don't have to use all the cheap items in this room. We can do whatever we want in this room, but not too much of whatever. This has to be beige. Wait, that color isn't beige? Cheater! Maybe an oven hood would save this. Well, I mean, that will cover up most of the beige, but then we also have to do that right there as beige. The oven hood kind of gives us some light, I would say. Again, this is like the only oven hood that we're going to have to be able to use. Pendant. Gotta make sure it's over the center. Again, I'm not putting the doors as freaking beige, whatever. Like, that can stay the way it is. Above the stove will fix a lot of issues behind there. Okay. Okay, well, how does that look behind here? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. Maybe a rustic stool will go good in here. Oh, the counter... The sink's gonna have to be beige. This door right here... I'll do that as beige, and the door frame is beige. Because again, I think it's cheating if that's not beige, and if that's not beige either, that's also, I think, technically cheating. Look at how dark the entryway is. Look at how terrible this room is over here. Okay, if my friend Cammy is watching this video, she's gonna look at this room and be like, wrong, wrong, terrible. I'm not even trying to make it look good at this point, okay? It's all gonna look terrible no matter what. No matter what I do, it's gonna look terrible. Someone please save me from this beige room. I can't even look at this room anymore. Wait, I think we're just gonna walk through this house and do like a little bit of a house tour when we're finished with this, and we're just gonna skip over this entire beige room because this beige room is terrible. Well, at least the fruit bowl kind of gives us some color in here. Because again, you can't color any of the fruits. So at least the room is not entirely beige because you got black and like some colors over there, which is actually pretty good. Because then at least we could just like look at this color. Just look at this. Look at the purple, the green, the yellow. Like, it's not beige. There's no more beige to it. Okay, so I'm not even really trying in this room anymore. I'm just trying to just get this over with because as you can see, this all looks so terrible. I think a nice little painting over here will do good. We just add like a painting over here. Well, obviously we got to make that beige, but I'm not even trying anymore in this room. This room, I just need to get it over with and done. And I don't think that's beige. Yeah, it wasn't beige. Now it's beige. So sorry to whoever has to witness this room being made. It's terrible, I know. Like, everything just has to be the same. I'm not even trying at this point. Like, it's just... It was destined to be terrible from the start. Like, you step from the linen over to the beige. I think after this video, I am never going to want to use the color beige ever again. I think you're never going to want to use the color beige ever again after this as well, because this is just terrible. You know what we could do? We can put like a nice little table over here. Gotta use that as all beige as well. Look at this. This is just beige galore. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this nice little build hack that I kind of learned. We're going to use like the log lamp. And what we're also going to use is we're going to use a nice little vase. See? Right there. Nice little log kind of thing. Look at that. It's a beige table. I think we're done with this room. I think I'm going to say this is done. Wait, hold on. We need to build a door over here. because otherwise we won't be able to get through this one area. So put a beige door right there. Okay, what room can we go into next? This I'd say is a living room. Over here, we could do this as like an office. So let's do the living room. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the living room, and please give me something that's good. We've been saved. We've been saved. So with this, we can't reuse any items in this entire room. So here's the living room. We can't reuse any of the same items. Okay, so we can't reuse any of the same items, but I would say we can actually grab this right here. I think this color, cloudy gray. Oh, that color looks so nice on here. Beiges. Beige. Beige. Okay, so I gotta say we're off to a really good start. So now we can actually get into the no reusing of items. All right, I would say no reuse furniture. I would say it's just furniture, no other items. I could have just said furniture instead, but I think if we're gonna do something in a living room, we're gonna have to go for a big couch, and the big couch, it will really fit in this room right over here. If we put that right there, we can have a nice little thing. I guess we can do like a fireplace over here. I really love fireplaces, especially in living rooms. Living room fireplaces are amazing. You can use this TV over here, copy over this carpet. Then we can use this carpet in this room again. I don't know what I would want to do for the end of here. So I guess we can kind of do this. And if we do something really nice, do like a nice little coffee table. We have to use a coffee table that we can't use anywhere else. Again, it's just a coffee table, so we only use one coffee table. I think we could do something nice over back here. The beige room. The beige room gets me all the time. A pod floor lamp. I think that will look pretty nice over here. I can kind of move the couch back a little bit like that. I think that'll look pretty nice. And then obviously what I like to do for my lights, I like to use like linen lights. Because linen lights look really nice. And especially because we can actually get this room a little bit lit up. I guess an entryway like that is like nice little lit up right there. I want to keep those colors right there because I think those colors are really, really nice. So then again, we can't use that lamp anywhere else in the house. In this room, I would say. Like, that's the only place we can use that lamp. It's like we can move the lamp around, but we can't use that lamp anywhere else. Like if we want to put like a lamp over here, which I think will look nice with the lamp over there, we have to use a different lamp there. And then we could also copy over this table. Again, we have this nice little lamp over here as well on the table. So we don't have to worry about like reusing any of these other items on here as well. And then we can remove the beige colors. We could actually do some nice colors in here, which I think we can kind of do it like this wooden kind of thing. We can we can keep that beige wood color under there. I think that looks nice. We could do our linen light right there as well. Yeah, we can recolor these books as well to like different colors. We gotta add a red and blue in here. Our red and blue always looks good. And we can probably do like a candle on that as well. And then again with this, we could do like a nice lighter brown color to kind of fit all that in. And look at that. Yeah, there we go. That looks really nice right there. And then again, if we use a painting like this painting over here, like we can't use that painting anywhere else, which I'm not mad about. I'm not mad that we can't use that painting anywhere else. Because again, we could just use the resize tool because the resize tool is also there. Okay, so I think that looks pretty nice right there so far. And way we can do this little empty space right here is we can put like a nice little shelf on there. Hanging potted plant that kind of just goes off that way. And another thing is a little candle. Books. Will books look good on here if I do that? Actually, yes, it does. It does look good. So let me just add the red and blue in there. Or we can keep it that color. I think that looks nice if we just keep it that color. Let's do something different with this. Now that just leaves everything else in this house different. So I think this actually looks pretty cute. Again, we could use different plants as well. I think a plant in this corner will look good. And instead of using my normal other plants that I use around the house, again, I can't use this shelf either. Which is, I can't use that table either. So if I want to do a table here as well, I have to do like a different table. Now I say that table looks really nice right there. We kind of got in this area over here really looking nice. Now another thing that we don't have in this room is we don't have like an overhead light. But I like adding an overhead light in this like living rooms and stuff. So I think it looks nice. So we could do whatever we want with overhead light. We can use like this pendant light, but I think the pendant light really works in our beige kitchen. We can't use this overhead light anywhere else in the house, which works really well because again, when you have an overhead light, you only use like one overhead light. And I think that looks pretty neat so far in this room. I forgot that this room also has, it's like, what is this place missing? You know what it's missing? It's missing a phone. We need a phone. The place needs a phone. I mean, I use this plant a lot, but I think that's been overused. Like a nice bordered placemat on here. Again, we've used a placemat before, but we only used that placemat. We didn't use this placemat. Ooh, what also look nice is some magazines. I think this looks magnificent for what we could do, at least for this kind of house. This looks magnificent. We can't put this over here because I would like to put like a painting over there. Which one haven't I used? Like I haven't used this one. I think this one could go good right there. And it kind of opens up that, kind of like clears up that wall space right there, which looks really nice. Again, we don't have to worry about one color. I was about to say I could put curtains on here, but if I do, I can only use it once. And I think putting it over here will look nice because then I can only use this curtain once. Again, the windows, I'm not changing those colors. The windows can stay. Unless, is that cheating if I don't make those beige as well? I guess I'll make them a different color then. Because then when you're looking at out from outside the house, you see a beige window. Like, oh, that's all beige. I know what's going on in that house. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job so far. I really like that. Let's head into a different room. Okay, so we are coming down to the last few items on this spinny wheel. So let's do something here. Let's see, what is our bathroom? Please be a black and white bathroom. A cheap item bathroom. Okay, so that is not entirely bad. I think I'm going to keep the colors in this bathroom right here. Just kind of remove the floor and adding in our nice little new floor, which I think looks pretty nice right here. And oh my god, I forgot. The door's gonna have to be beige. So now our wall trims are in here. And now we have to just kind of like structure this bathroom how we want it. Now, what I like to do sometimes is I like to put like a wall here and then have like that as like the shower. But I think what we can do is we can actually do a different type of thing with the shower. I'm probably going to do some serious TLC. If you want to see a video of me redoing this entire house, leave a comment down below. And we can definitely redo a lot of the stuff that went wrong in this house and kind of do something different. But let's just focus on the bathroom right now. Oh, we have to use cheap. So this broken toilet is cheap. Okay, so we have to use, so if we're going to use cheap, if we're going to be cheapsteaks, is we're going to have to put this. We have to use the cheap, oh, I forgot, we have to use the cheapest items. Okay, the toilet over there. And we can put like the sink over here. Cheapest mirror, the borderless mirror. Well, that's all we have to make a functioning bathroom. What else is in here? Well, this is cheap. We have to put that right there because that's the cheapest one. Basic plunger, again, the cheapest plunger, so we have to use that one right there. What if we do toilet? Again, we didn't have to use that sink. We could have done something different. And then the tilt sink was the cheapest, so we could do that. Decorations, we'll have to do frames, and then the cheapest frame is this poster. So if we want to do a lot of items in here, we can do that poster. Decorate, storage, kind of make a shelving unit over here again because this is gonna have to be the cheapest bathroom ever. So I think this could still look like a really good bathroom if we just use the cheapest items. Now, welcome mat. I would say anything that's under $100 is gonna be cheap. We could do like that little thing right there. We could do another one over here. Kind of put it like in front of the shower. No, that looks too tacky. That looks too tacky. And I'm not worried about cluttering because we can do that later. Okay, well, skin moisturizer. We need that in the bathroom. Some hair gel as well. Again, these are only the cheapest items of some sort that you can use in here. Our hairspray, our bathroom products. We're definitely going to need some of those bathroom products in here. Kind of like right there, because again, we all put toothpaste on our sink, I guess. As well as our comb can go here. I'm not too worried. Face masks. Oh, no, that's not cheap at all. Oh, that was not cheap at all. This room needs some plants. Okay, what's the cheapest floor plant? Okay, well, this is the cheapest floor plant. Okay, well, then we're gonna have to do lighting, the cheapest ceiling light. Okay, well, look at this. This is our bathroom with only the cheapest items. I don't think it looks too awful. We could do our cheapest floor lamp. I forgot we could put 4 lamps in here to kind of make it look a little bit more brighter as well. So we have that, and it looks a lot brighter in here, which I think okay, not too bad, if we have to say. Okay, so next is our hallway, and we have to figure out what we're going to do for our hallway. We have expensive items, neon everywhere, 1-minute furniture, or black and white. A black and white hallway. Okay, so our hallway is going to be entirely black and white. So let's actually start this. So we actually have this over here, which is white. Now, again, this says light stone gray, but it looks white to me. If we do smooth plastic, look right there, it looks nice and white to me. So what we can do is the door's already black. Let's try to do something with this. Let's do like a nice white flooring, which I think will look pretty good. Because again, we can't use any other color. So I guess we can do like white on here. Again, that looks magnificent so far. Again, this all has to be black and white. So let's just put our wall trims down. I think for this wall trim on here is we can do kind of like black on here, kind of do like a nice whitish wood on there. We don't have to use just smooth plastic, but I think this looks really nice. And then the door is gonna have to be that color, because again, unless we can just do the door as a different color. I don't know if like the green on the plants, like kind of like defeat the purpose of it being black and white. I think this looks pretty nice for a hallway at least. And then again, black and white as well in here is we can use this. This is black. We can use like a white painting in here somewhere. Like if we do something like this, we don't need the phone, so we could do that. Ooh. I'm gonna still do the lights linen. Given the circumstances, I think this looks pretty nice. And we can do like a nice little pendant in here. And then we could use our linen color and then black. And then we could put our hat stand over here as well, as because like this is like another entryway that you can come into. You could do that as like a nice little white as well. I would say that the plants don't need to be black and white. That the green on the plants don't have to be black and white. It just has to be the other furniture on here, just not the plant part of it. Now on to the next room. Okay, now we're going to do the master bedroom, which is either going to be neon, 1-minute furniture, or expensive items. No. Go.
Bye.
Okay, now that the master bedroom has to be neon, we can only use neon colors, so smooth plastic. So which means, wait, what colors would be, wait, is there like a, no, there's no neon. Okay, so we're gonna have to do like neon types of colors. Okay, look at this neon room. I guess that looks nice as like a color. Again, this isn't gonna look good, guys. It just has to be neon. Oh, this looks so terrible. Whoever's going to live in this house is going to regret their decision of ever buying a house like this. Having that as like the neon green. Let's do a poster, because again, the poster can be whatever we want it to be, at least. Okay, well, this room isn't going to be comfortable at all, so we don't have to choose the most comfortable chair at all. Okay, so whoever has this room is very, very, very neonish. Okay, well, maybe we can give them some tissues as well, because again, they're just tissues, and then we can make those tissues neon green. Wait, what if the tissues are just neon yellow? Let's put a lamp over here. Like, you're not gonna get any sleep in this house. Put the shelf right there, and we could do neon. Neon. Neon and neon. Because again, a kid can use a TV in their room. Put like the AccuSlim TV, and let's make that. Whoever has this room is just gonna love neon, I guess. Okay, there we go. We have a neon room. Next room. Okay, so the next bedroom. Let's see what we're gonna do. 1 minute furniture decor. So that means I have 1 minute to create a room and put a lot of items in it. Okay, so if we look at this, it doesn't look too bad as a 1 minute bedroom. What I'm gonna have to focus on though is getting painting done. So I'm gonna take out my phone, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on a stopwatch. We're gonna put on a timer. We're gonna put that on for 1, and in 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, so now it's counting down. Oh, okay. Let's see. If we're gonna do a bedroom, let's try to start off with this. Oh my god, this is so difficult. I'm like trying to race against the clock. Okay, that's the bedroom. That's the bedroom. Our 1 minute bedroom. The office is expensive items. We can only use expensive items in this. So which means we can do whatever we want. Like this could be a room that is all us. We can do whatever we want in here. We can create ourselves one of the best offices that the world has ever seen. I think using the smaller bookshelves can make it fit a lot easier over here. Yeah, your office, you're gonna have like a news anchor desk. Oh wait, we don't want to use Bloxburg items. So what's the most expensive computer? PlexView. Oh wait, no, I think this is a TV. So we'll use the Acusum computer right here. That seeks through the room. So let's do this. We put the carpet like this, because this room just has to like look expensive at least. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to look expensive. Unless we just put the chandelier over here. I guess we can put the chandelier over there. Ooh, the glamorous end table. That looks nice. Lighting. I want to use just I guess what we can get away with is a floor lamp. Let's use our nice little linen. Oh no, that's too much. Is that cheating if I use those books right there? Even though they're like the stacked books. It will look good on here. Okay, so I'm not too worried about cluttering in this room. Again, I'm not too worried about cluttering in this challenge at all. Because again, why should I worry about that? I've only been doing this for almost 2 hours already. Because I can clutter somewhat, not too much. But I think that this is a really nice office. And again, this house has to be super, super, super expensive. Curtains on here, on these windows in here. I want to make sure that that's at like an angle. Let's put some daisies in there. And there we go. There we have it. There's our office. Using a lot of expensive items, this is what we came up with. This is our office. Now, I guess what we can do out here is just kind of fix everything that went wrong. So by the end of this, we've created a house based on challenges that we faced. Now, we didn't do the garage. That's the only room that I kind of skipped on. Because again, it's just a garage and you can just put a car in there. I could just put a car in there anytime I wanted. So it's just a garage, small garage there. Doesn't really need much lighting. But this is the house. And at the end of this house costs us $129,644. And this is what it looks like. Now let's go on the inside. So we enter in our no lights entryway and it looks pretty magnificent, I would say. And you enter in and then you come in here. The beige kitchen where everything needed it to be beige. We didn't actually change any of the pictures, as I'm not even going through to change any of the pictures in this. But this is what we could get for our beige kitchen. Our living room right here, which was only using 1 item per thing. So everything in here is all unique. It's only 1 item per thing. And then here is our bedroom, which was the 1 minute bedroom. I would say it looks pretty nice as a 1 minute bedroom. We come into the cheap bathroom. So it's the bathroom that has to be cheap no matter what. And then we come in here to our black and white hallway, which I think the black and white hallway looks really nice. So again, the only requirement was it had to be black and white. Then in here, oh, blinded me right there. Blinded me as we walk in. This is our neon bedroom. Don't want to spend too much time in there. So in there is our neon bedroom. Now if we come in here, this is the challenge where it was expensive items. So a lot of these items in here are cheap, but also most of the items are expensive. Most of the items are expensive, which looks pretty nice. I'd have to say so the least. Like the desk over here as a news anchor desk being the expensive item, and we have our curtains over here as well, which looks pretty nice. Now I gotta say that this house, would I do this challenge again? Yes. Would I do different challenges? Yes. If you want to see more challenges like this, like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications, and comment down below what you want to see as a challenge, because I would do many, many, many more challenges in Bloxburg. I would have to say that this house looks pretty nice so far. If you want to see me touch up this house and kind of make it the most beautiful house that you can imagine, let me know in the comments down below, and we can definitely do a episode on just fixing up everything that went wrong in this house. Now, also, I have a Discord server. The link is always in the description, so go ahead and join my Discord server. I post about my uploads over there, and you can find out more about when I post or any upcoming uploads I have as well. You can find them there. I post every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. Now, that just depends on if I have a video up and ready. Like this video up on Sunday is because I'm up and ready on Sunday to do a video for you guys. Now, that's all I have. And if you want to see more, definitely comment down below.